Hello everyone and welcome to Hidden Collections. Today we have another graded card return, but it's PSA this time. So finally getting stuff back from sometime, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I think I sent this stuff in December last year and it was entered into their system like in February, early February of this year. So it's been, this one's at the 12-month mark. There's other ones, like some of these, I think I'm getting some other ones that are coming up, or another, I think another Pokemon, another Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! One's been there since October of last year, like when they received it, and they're finally getting to it, so. But we have a vintage, I think it's mostly all vintage, Pokemon lot. Not all Wizard stuff. I still consider like the Nintendo era stuff that's pushing into the vintage area, but so we're starting off with the Neo Discovery Non-Holo Umbreon with an 8. A lot of these cards are gonna have probably some edge wear, some corner wear. This one overall probably would have been a little better, but I mean, I was like, oh, it's Umbreon evolution stuff. A lot of people like EV stuff, so that's why I sent it. This is what I feel like. I sent a lot of these off knowing that some of them weren't the best. I felt like some of them were good, some of them were like, I'm just sending it, just because. We got a Poliwrath from Base Set Unlimited with an 8. We got a little whitening there. There's probably surface scratches on the hollow foil. The centering looks pretty good on it. So, Magneton. Like, I even have to like try to remember what's in these ones. I think this one's got some centering to it. I can see it on the bottom right there. Some chipping. You can see that. Near mint 7. Yeah. Back's not that bad. There's some whitening on the top, but let's get through this. Another Poliwrath. That one's like, because they changed it, didn't they? Yeah, this one has Base Set 2 has a different. It's more Cosmos foily thing to it. Like, it's more there. 8. So both of them got 8s. Well, I guess there's that stuff across. Wow. How'd that only get an 8? That's not. Because I just noticed there's this little. Let's see if I can get the focus. Right there's like a dimple in it that was missed somehow. And then I saw all this little black across here. That little dimple right there, and that back's got a little whitening. I mean, that's at least 6 or 7 territory on that. So, that's probably where the person, like I said, if the person's right-handed, they might hold it with their left here, and that might be about where they were holding the card, like trying to do things and just missed it. I don't know how they do it. I mean, the card should be laying there. So, we got Koferi from Base Set. Near mint 7. So I feel like I went through like the cards. Oh yeah, there's some surface scratch. I'm trying to do it without getting the light. See if I can block it. There's some scratches where you can see the hollow through it on the surface. So another 7 there. Like, I think I honestly went through like what I had that went into my binder collections for myself. And then these, I think, were the best. Another Base Set 2. Look at the Cosmos foiling on that compared near mint 7. So both of the cards that were, is like, you can see it, the foiling, and there's a big print line through the bottom of that one. But I think I went through what I had, and it was like the best of what I had. What I think, like, I sell. Like, I have stuff that I go to the card shows with that is vintage. I was like, if it was good enough, I would have sent it. Like, I think these were maybe the best cards Got Asmoroll. It's got a big swirl right there. Mirror 7. I think this one is... There's some whitening on the back on the corners. This one's super scratched on the hollow foil. I think it was like... I'm trying to do it without like blinding with the light over here and everything. So, but unfortunately, because when I tilt it, you can see the light right there. But you can, there's a good deal of scratching. The centering is slightly off, but nothing too major. Another 7. And this is what I didn't want to send a lot of the cards that I had. I mean, some of them I could send if I really wanted to. We got Mewtwo from base set. Near at 8. All right, I'll take that. The centering, is that what really killed this card? No, there's whitening. If it didn't have as much whitening, I'm sure there's scratches on the hollow foil. That's hard to see. But centering is off. So we're getting 7s and 8s. Not exactly what I want. Base set 2, Zapdos. Mint 9. That, I'll take that. That's almost like getting a 10 for me from the stuff I've been getting. I will take that. If that didn't have that there, it'd be a little bit better, but... Or Shadowless and that, so... what was this guy? Looks like just has a weird cut corner down there. Like it's oddly shaped. But a little bit of whitening on it. But hey, I'll take a 9. First 9 of the opening. Ooh, we got the Magneton reverse Skyridge. I thought those were things. Those are just the energy symbols. Near 8. I'll take that. Like, honestly, because of all that surface, the scratch. There's something in the corner. So, there's probably some surface scratches. Centering looks good. It's harder to tell with the E-Series. They probably have some sort of template for them to get it. Dark Vaporeon. Legendary collection. I wanted to say treasures, but that's the black and white one. And near 7. I think this one's the same as that Asmoroll. Like, where it's really good, centering's good, minimum whitening. It's just a lot. It just got hit hard because I remember the hollow surface on this was pretty scratched up. So we got a Japanese card here. And Mr. Mime Hollow. There we go. Gem Mint 10. I think I've sent other Japanese cards and they've like got 9s. So this one's I think one of the better ones getting the 10. Like, I sent this in and then they reposted that they're grading with the cards with the hollow bleed. That's what all those little dark spots are, is the hollow bleed through the ink. So I'll take that. I think this was like a duplicate pull from when I had some vintage jungle packs. So, and I was like, okay, I'll send that one off. Ooh, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Some fireworks action there. Some tentacle. Oh, 6. These ones are, like it is, a lot of surface scratching. I know I'm trying not to deflect the light, but see it myself. Like that where there's scratches. A little bit of whitening. There must be something bigger. Let's see a massive print line. I don't know why that would get a 6, because usually means that there might be something that I just don't see. Keep that there. There we go. We got the Gengar. Like, this card and the Tentacruel are like things I got super early on when I started the channel. Like, I was thinking about starting it, but like going out and buying cards from people and everything. I don't know exactly how much this card is worth, but I bought like 100 cards. I think the dark, I'll look through it. I think some of these are all from that near mint 7. I'll take that. Even in the 7, this is still worth something because it's the reverse fireworks pattern. I think at least these are all from that same person that I bought things from. And the Tentacool. I'm not sure. Those might... The Magneton might be too. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I know that I got those, like, before everything exploded. I think I got 100 cards for, like, either it was, like, 250 or 300 bucks. So I was, like, in it for $3 a card. I mean, look up how much this card raw. Just to get the card. It's super expensive. Beedrill Shadowless. Thinking non-holo rare was 7. Yeah, I mean, if I would have went back, I would have pulled this out. I would have never. I probably. It's got lots of lightning around the back of it. So it's just one of those. It's like, yeah, I think it was a filler, and I was like, this one's okay. Like this. Got Ninetales base set. Near mid 7. Like, I'm really good at finding 7s. I'm not upset about getting 7s. It's I mean, getting, the 8s and 9s is better. I mean, I think I was expecting probably a lot more 8s on it than the 7s. Of course, I was hoping for more 9s, more 8s than like what it's doing right now. Then we got Groudon EX 2004 Hidden Legends. This one is a 4. I know why. I was probably hoping that they wouldn't. There's like a weird like crease right there at the bottom. That crease. But other than that, this card I think was absolutely clean. It was so good. I mean, almost, it's like this one's to look up like what. I don't look what a 4, if there's any other 4s, what they've gone for, or just look up for like more moderately played, which one's worth more, the in the slab or the card itself. Because sometimes getting cards graded actually lowers the value of the card, so you might as well just crack it out and sell the card itself. We got Swampert EX from Crystal Guardians. Mint9, sweet. Happy about that. Then we got Scizor EX from Unseen Forces. Mint9, sweet. I think the Swampert, this one, if I remember what that other card is, I might have got that somewhere else, but I know I at least picked up the Swampert and the Scizor from my local card shop. Our local game store. It's on Elsia, their game store. There is also a card shop. But I did pick up both of those and a couple other cards that I was like, they're super clean. I'm like, did I say outside shot at a 10? Because that bottom, I was like 8 or 9. That's what I was calling for both of these things. What's the back of this one? There's a couple white spots and a white spot. So I think I was saying 8 or 9. I'd look up, like, what does an 8 or 9 go for? What does this card cost? If I send it... these were sent on, not quarterly special. These were sent on value when it was, like, at $10 a card for PSA. So, and then we got a Suicune promo. Got Black Star. 7. It looks like some centering. Probably some scratching on the hollow foil. Yeah, probably more surface on the front. But this is literally what people I think are getting back. Like, they're sending their things, like, even low, like, people are getting grades back on, like, oh, my old cards are worth something, but they're getting these grades, or lower, like 6s and 7s and 5s and 4s, and, it's taking them so long to get it back that they're like, the value of them's not there. I'll take this because I did send some cards. Nowadays I probably wouldn't send these cards. Like the stack of 7s, these ones I would probably not send right now, even if the prices are lower, because there's other cards I'd rather send in. These cards I would still probably always send in if I get an 8 or better on them. Always want, the chance for 9. I think it was an outside chance at 9 for these, and they'd probably be an 8. So that's what those were. These were expecting, I was hoping for 9s. If I got an 8, okay, but they 9'd out anyways. This one was a pack fresh pull. for a Gem Mint 10. So, like, that's what happened. Not all cards are like that. Japanese vintage just grades really well. Even if they're older cards and, you know, they're not packed fresh, you didn't pull them, they still usually grade really well anyways. But that was this order, you know, vintage-esque, you know, besides some of the EX era, but I still think that's getting almost old enough to be, you know, thrown into that realm of vintage cards, because you're not getting a lot of them all the time. But if you did like this graded card reveal from PSA, do hit that like button on the video. If you are liking what's happening on the channel, hit that subscribe button. But like always, until next time, have a great day. See you later.